Unmuted. Hello.
Hey.
Unmuted. Hello. Thing.
Hey.
Unmuted. Hello. Okay. There we go. We had some echo.
It just breaks completely apart.
Oh no. RTX voice. Okay, it's good. It's good now. It's good now. I'm not using that today. I think everything's okay. I don't need a fan. It's like not terribly hot in my room today.
Let me just check the weather here. It's not bad outside, but I do still need the cold.
I know, you're definitely gonna like, especially since you're not streaming it from your computer.
Yep.
Because that's what kills your CPU and in turn kills RTX voice.
Yep.
So, we're actually gonna go back and play through a different scene that I haven't seen yet before returning to the fight with Archer and Berserker. What about that bed?
About that bed.
What about that bed?
It was,
Which one was it?
Toshiro or not Toshiro?
Oh,
No.
that fucker, King Arthur.
That's right. It's a quick scene, I think.
Is it quick?
It's pretty quick.
Alright, let's do it. My mind freezes. Shinji's running away and Saber is on the ground. Shinji comes first.
Shinji should never come first.
If Saber defeated Ryder, I have to catch Shinji and have him relinquish his status as a master. High-pitched footsteps echo into the dark. Mato Shinji flees to the dark hallways.
なんだよ、なんなんだよあの女。あんなデタラメあっていいのかよ。ライダーのホーグは一番強いんだろ。なのにどうして負けるんだ
Oh
よ。
yeah, you get to voice Shinji.
セイバーのくせにあんなホーグ持ちやがって。不公平だ、不公平だ、不公平だ。
Damn! It's with that woman! How could something so ridiculous happen? Ryder's noble phantasm is the strongest, so why does she have to lose? She's just Saber. So why does she have such a noble phantasm? It's unfair, it's unfair, it's unfair!
Rolling down the stairs, crashing into the wall, crawling on the ground, Mato Shinji heads for ground level. In his mind, the image of the light that slashed Ryder will not fade. Exactly as he says, that noble phantasm is an abnormal existence. The holy sword that appears divine to its allies looks like the devil's creation from an opposing viewpoint.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
It did slash the sky in half. So he runs through the darkness. That light will come if he stops. He will vanish without a trace if he turns around. There's no time to pause. I think he's worrying about the wrong servant. He puts more weight on his life than the fact that he lost his servant, or the fact that he isn't a master anymore.
Damn, 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 damn!
何が私のホーグは無敵ですた。あの口だけ女、よくも僕を騙してくれたな。 余裕ぶって痛むってるから寝首をかかれるんだよ間抜けが。
What was that talk about our noble phantasm being invincible? That woman, all talk. How could she trick me? You were defeated because you were too confident, you idiot.
But those were Mato Shinji's orders. Not to kill them quickly. What? Orders?
Yeah.
Orders! Was what I was talking about last night actually happening? I guess he was conspiring with another master?
What?
Maybe? He has orders.
No, his orders to her.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Ignoring Ryder's advice that they should kill them with one blow if they used the noble phantasm, he chose to corner Saber. I mean, who would work with that fucker, right? Another tumble. Even though he's almost out of this darkness, he hits a huge wall.
こんなところに壁なんか作りやがって。
I feel like it's not a wall.
Damn, don't put a wall somewhere like this!
He punches it in anger. That's no wall.
Huh?
Huh?
An unlikely sound is made. Mato Shinji looks up at what he thought was a wall, and his arm bent up like a puzzle ring, and even forgets to scream because of fear.
ダメよ、マキリのウジ虫さん。敗者には逃げ道なんてないんだから。
You can't do that, Mr. Maggot of Makariki. There's no running away for a loser.
Makiri.
In the tense darkness, the silver hair of a white girl appears. Makiri. The moment of recognition. The instant he realized was what's in front of him, Mato Shinji is terminated. He's dead! I run through the dark hallway. I can't see, but I'm able to follow Shinji. Because there's no other sounds. Shinji's footsteps echo through the hallway, so it's easy to follow him.
足音が途絶えた。
His footsteps stopped?
It's a sudden change. The sound I was hearing was nearby, and there's still some distance to the elevator. As far as I remember, there's no reason for Shinji to stop in the middle of the hallway.
シンジ、
Shinji.
I walk quietly and advance with caution. I see the change quickly. The spot where Shinji's footsteps died. In the hallway that was empty on my way to the rooftop, there's a red puddle. My mind freezes. Before I can think about what happened here, my body reacts. I can't be here. My senses trained by Saber are telling me to go back to the rooftop as fast as possible if I value my life.
Alright.
Yep.
大丈夫か、セイバー。
Now back to the other fight.
So yeah,
He's dead.
what was left of Mato Shinji was a red puddle.
Wait, like there was no body anymore?
I Either that, or there was a red puddle to extend out far enough that Shiro could see that before he could even see the body.
Uh-huh. Although, if you hit the body enough...
Yeah, and we have seen what happens when Berserker hits the body.
It gets fucking turned in... It's like the end of Evangelion. Except blood instead of Fanta.
It's gonna be like Evangelion. Evangelion.
Evangelion is the best way I've heard it pronounced. And this is what at a fan panel at a con. The panelist
Evangelion
says Evangelion.
Oh.
Good times. I remember when cons used to be a thing.
How about that bed?
How about that bed?
How about that bed?
How about that bed?
So, of course, the last scene was,
Say the line.
I can't remember the specific line, it's too great.
Just your best interpretation of it.
Alright. just one thing, Rin.
Yeah?
Do you care if I win?
What?
Would that be a problem? Would it be a problem if I just fucking ended this man's whole career?
Yeah, I guess. Baka. Alright, let's fucking go! We go down the long hallway and pass through the gate. Unbelievably, the place really is a castle. An old castle hidden deep in the forest. The whole place is surrounded by trees as far as the eye can see, and neither building nor sky can be seen in the distance.
こっちよ。3時間もすれば国道に出られるから、それまで走って。
This way. We'll reach the main road in about 3 hours, so run until then. Three hours, huh? I don't know if my body will last that long. The pain gets worse the more I move. The heat should go away if I rest, but we don't have time for that right now.
Shiro, 早く!
Shiro, hurry up! Tosaka sounds pressed as well. No time for a short rest? Tosaka's the one who gave Archer that order. She looks calm, but her mind is filled with regret.
分かってる。すぐに追いつく。セイバー、急ごう。
I know. We'll catch up right away. Saber, let's hurry.
はい。急ぎましょう、シロ。
Yes, let us hurry, Shiro. Answering and nodding, Saber starts to run as well. Making my way through the trees, I follow Tosaka. Saber is visibly breathing hard. I can't see in the darkness, but she must be in pain. I can't leave her alone any longer. Saber loses her balance. I grab her forcibly from the right before she falls to the ground.
ここまでだ。
From right
これ以
beside.
上は無理だぞ、セイバー。
That's it. You can't go on anymore, Saber.
何を言うのです、シロ。
What? What are you saying, Shiro?
この程度の苦境、今まで何度も経験してきました。私はまだ十分に走れます。
I've experienced difficulties like this many times before. I'm still able to run.
何言ってんだ。何度経験していようが、苦しいものは苦しいだろう。いいから、少しは弱音を吐けってんだ。
What are you saying? No matter how many times you've experienced it, pain always hurts. It's fine, so you can complain a bit.
I pull up the arm I'm holding. It must be because Saber's light. I'm able to hold her up in my arms rather easily.
何をするのです、シロ。
What are you doing, Shiro?
何言って、しばらく休んでろ。そんな顔で走られてちゃ、こっちが先に参っちまう。
Just rest for now. I'll collapse first if you keep running with that expression.
ブレーナ、話しなさい。この程度で私が倒れるとでも思っているのですか？
How rude! Let me go! Do you think I'll just collapse from this? Saber struggles in my arms. But her opposition is too weak. The arms that try to push me away are too small and too weak. That makes me painfully realize how weak she's become. I never thought Saber would be unable to push away someone picking her up.
何を考えているのですか、シロ。このようなこと、いくらマスターといえど許しません。
What are you thinking, Shiro? I will not allow such a thing even for my master! Saber is struggling with a bright red face. Well, certainly. The position she's in right now must be embarrassing for a knight. But now isn't the time to worry about such appearances.
嘘つけ。俺を振りほどけないぐらい弱ってるくせに大丈夫なわけがないだろう。いいからおとなしくしてろ。マスターとしての命令だ。
Don't lie. You can't be alright when you're so weak you can't even push me away. Just stay quiet for now. This is my order as a master.
それでも聞かないって言うなら、レイジを使
I
う
was
し
just
かな
about
く
to
なる
say
ぞ。
he's gonna use the command spell.
If you still won't listen, I'll have to use the command spell.
卑怯な。こんなことでレイジを使うなど、そんな無理を容認できるはずがない。
He knows how to manipulate.
Also, just saying that in front of Reen.
Oh no! Reen is there!
It's like, I won't let you use a command spell for something so stupid as tactically advantageous things.
Reen just pulls your sleeve down a little further. What? How unfair. There's no way I'd allow you to use... There's no way I would allow such nonsense as using a command spell for something like this.
ならおとなしくしてろ。
Tosa.
遠坂に置いていかれる。
Then stay quiet. Tosaku will leave us behind if we don't hurry.
Also, she's got a really weird expression on her face. I wonder why.
Her ears are like bright red.
Saber reluctantly falls silent, so she must have accepted it. That's fine for now. If she doesn't struggle, I'll be able to run while carrying her. Huh?
Fuck it.
What?
Rain is often the butt of the joke, huh? That must be because she is defenseless. Ah,
Oh my god.
she is right in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Reed hear that. My vision flashes on and off. Does my blood accelerate the more I run? I didn't do that.
Alright,
No!
21.
God damn. Bearing the nausea in my throat, I run through the forest while gritting my teeth. We've had a lot of Shiro grunts and screams, now there's a lot of Shiro breath.
Yeah, well, he's gotta run, you know? He stopped staying behind to get hit.
I breathe wildly, but I hide my pain as well as I can. There's only one reason to do so.
シロ、下ろしてください。
Shiro, please let me down.
やはり私も走りますから。
I'll run myself. Because if I look even a bit pained, she looks up at me uneasily. I can't stop here.
甘く見るな。セイバー一人どうってことないさ。
Don't take me too lightly. I have no problem carrying just you.
壊れたストーブに比べれば女の子一人分なんて空気みたいなもんだ。
Compared to a broken stove, one girl is like air to me.
Oh yeah, he did used to do that.
ですが、
But
いいから黙っててくれ。ギブアンドテイクって言葉知ってるか？今まで助けてもらったんだからこれぐらいしないと釣り合わないんだよ。
Just be quiet, okay? You know the phrase give and take? You've helped me out until now, so it doesn't even out unless I do something like this.
ここらで借りを返しておかないと明日から守ってもらえないだろ。
I have to return the debt now, or I can't have you protecting me tomorrow.
いえ、そんなことはないのですが、私の方こそこれでは釣り合いが取れなくなる。
no, that's not true, but if you do this, I'll be the one in debt to you.
そりゃよかった。じゃ、きついのは今回限りだな。
That's good. That means this will be the only time I have to do something so hard.
がぜんやる気が湧いてきた。
I'm much more motivated now. Draws katana.
I let a huge breath out and kick the ground. Tosaka is choosing to go through the narrow openings even though she knows I'm carrying Saber. It's fun because Saber is light, but following her takes all my effort.
ほら、喋ると舌を噛むぞ。黙っていてくれた方が俺も助かるんだから、おとなしくしていてくれ。
Hey, you'll bite your tongue if you talk. It'll help me out if you stay quiet, so please stay still.
Ugh, tongue biting. Yeah, that's never a good thing.
はい。それではマスターの指示に従います。
Yes. Then I'll obey your command, Master. Saying so, Saber relaxes in my arms. It was hard to carry her before since she was unwilling, but it'll be a bit easier now. The problem now is whether Saber's body and my body will make it. How long have we been running? It feels like 30 minutes, and it feels like an hour.
That's a mood.
I'm just remembering my old job where it was like, oh yeah, probably like 4 hours have passed and it's only been 5 minutes. The question
That's
is,
how I
how's
felt
Archer's...
the 1 year. That's how I felt the 1 year that I went to school. Kindergarten.
School definitely had that energy too. Yeah, I hope Archer's doing okay. No, running isn't that bad. I haven't been training for nothing, and Saber's really late. But now... Inside, my body is messed up. I get dizzier the more I move, and I feel like throwing up. We're in a forest, so I would understand if I was bitten by a poisonous snake or something.
I can't. But this.
This isn't pain that'll kill me. It's just that my chest feels heavy and I feel like throwing up. This is nothing compared to the warmth in my arms right now. Saber is closing her eyes as if asleep. She's not resting because she's relaxed. Her body's getting hotter by the minute. Even though it's winter, her body is sweating, and she's hanging her head to try and hide her ragged breathing.
Crap. This is really...
A repeat of that night. Saber collapsed from using all her energy after using that sword on Ryder. Saber hasn't healed a bit since that night. Was her ability to talk now just a brief spark before she disappears? I try to run, trying to deny that. I don't care about my body. I just make myself believe that something will be possible if I get home and keep running. I almost fall and stop myself from collapsing by leaning against a tree. That sounded like a fall to me. I can taste blood. So this is the cause of my nausea. I didn't spill it onto Saber since it was only a little bit, but I still feel the cause of the nausea in my chest. Oh yeah, he like
Lancer's
threw up blood
lance
earlier.
is just in there.
Oh yeah. Troubled
like,
yet, Shiro.
Oh. How long has that been in there? Lance just be like, yeah, I know, it's kind of impressive.
I thought you would have noticed like in the last 30 minutes or so.
Or maybe the last hour? I don't know, I haven't been counting that well.
I mean, there's plenty of trees for him to jump down from.
Well, it's better than the worst possibility if I think about it.
Saber would be mad at me for a different reason if I threw up the contents of my stomach. Actually, I bet Saber would seriously try to cut me in half if I did that.
Wow, he doesn't really know Saber, does he?
You'd think. Yeah, that's funny. Imagining a funny thing gives me some strength.
For the record, for everyone watching, I did know that wasn't a serious thing that he was saying.
Alright, I'm done resting.
いいえ、無茶をするのはここで終わりです、シロ。
No. You're done pushing yourself, Shiro.
Saber.
Saber?
She wasn't asleep? Saber speaks in my arms.
なんだよ。終わりって何が
What's about to
What do
happen?
you mean I'm done now?
ですから、シロは一人で逃げるべきです。その体では私を連れて行くことはできません。
You should escape by yourself, Shiro. You can't take me with you in your state.
そんなことあるか。今のはただ転んだだけだ。こんなの別にどうってこと。
What? That's not true. I just fell down. This is nothing.
あるわよ。そんな死人みたいな顔で何言ってるんだか。
It is something. What are you saying with a pale face like a corpse? Hey. Tosaka, who was leading the way, is back here for some reason.
強がるのは勝手だけどね。いくら夜の森だからって口元の血ぐらい隠しなさい。それじゃあセイバーに心配されるのも当然よ。
It's your choice to bluff, but you should at least hide when there's. You should at least hide the blood near your mouth, even if we are in a dark forest. It's only natural for Saber to worry if you're in that state. Tosaka glares at me. Saber must have noticed that voice.
よかった。リンがいるのなら話が早い。
Good. Things are simpler if Rin is here. Saber says so without looking at Tosaka.
でしょうね。セイバーの言いたいことはわかるわ。時間もないことだし、そこの大バカにもわかるようにさっさと言ってやって。
I would think so. I know what Saber wants to say. We don't have time. So say it quickly, so even that idiot can understand it. Saber nods.
はい。リン、私をここに置いていってほしい。
Yes, Rin. I want you to leave me here.
私を連れていては逃げきれないし、何よりもう長くは持ちません。
You will not be able to make it with me here, and most of all, I won't last long. I can't yell at her for saying such a ridiculous thing. I have no intention of leaving Saber. But still, I know well enough that Saber's condition is worsening. Saber won't last long. I vaguely knew she wouldn't be able to make it until morning like this.
そう。で、シロはこのままセイバーと心中する？
I see. So how about you, Shiro? Will you die with Saber here?
まさかそんな気はないし、セイバーは消えさせない。セイバーが消えるって言うんならレイジでも何でも使って。
Of course not. I have no such intention. I won't let Saber disappear either. If she's going to disappear, I'll use the command spell and...
オーケー。それならいいわ。じゃあ両方とも解決しましょう。
Okay, that's good enough. Then we'll solve both problems at once. Is the scene coming up?
Yes.
セイバーを助けて、ついでに3人でこの森から脱出する。今後の方針はそれで決まりね。
We'll save Saber and all escape from the forest. That's our plan now.
Huh?
Wait.
Huh?
If the scene is coming up, then that means in the original.
Yep.
Here, in the forest.
While Archer is fighting Berserker.
Really? I vaguely remember...
I mean, maybe it's less bad in the visual novel. I've just gone and rewatched the anime, like... the anime.
Yeah, we're clarifying, this is not the H version. This is the non-H version.
I'll go into this with fresh eyes, but, was not a fan.
I'm going into this with no eyes. My brain turns into tofu. Tosaka says the most difficult things so easily at times.
ちょっと待って。 そりゃ確かにそうしたいけど、それができないから。
Oh shit. Like, do you think? I mean, I'm definitely getting the feeling here of before she was not up for the idea of looking for like third solutions or whatever. But also she just experienced that Archer scene with the rest of us. It was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do the cool thing.
Uh-huh. Let's go. Let's see the dragon.
Oh, hold on. I really want to do that, but since we can't.
いいからこっちに来て。言っとくけど、私も簡単にセーバーを死なせる気はないわ。
Just come here. I'll say this, but I have no intention of letting Saber die like this either.
ええ、この機会は逃さない。あなたにはその責務を果たしてもらう。シローもいいって言ったし、そうしても構わないわよね、セイバー。
Yes, I won't let this chance slip away. I'll have you fulfill your duty. You said it's okay, and you won't mind either, right, Saber? Tosaka looks at Saber with a meaningful expression. Saber doesn't answer, but merely looks downward awkwardly. Oh god, this must have been like so out of place in the H version. Like it just feels so out of place.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about well, not all the H scenes, but like especially this one is like it's just the most stapled on possible.
Like it feels like it would kill the tension.
Just like, well, we're in enemy territory, and currently my servant is off having a battle with Berserker. So let's drop those pants.
Let's
have a
fuck.
threesome.
Oh, this is the threesome scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by
like,
the way,
that's definitely the sense.
I don't know any of the context of the H scenes, just Lucas was talking about them before I knew I was going to play through it.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the context at all.
So yeah, Worm, Arcane did get your defenseless joke earlier.
Oh yeah, I get it now. Yep. Yeah, that image is...
Oh, you didn't get it right.
I didn't get it at first because I was too focused on what's going on.
Okay, I take it back. Arcane didn't get it, but he gets it now.
I definitely get it now. If I just scroll up a little bit. Yep, there it is. What was the exact line?
The dirtiest part of her is right in front of me.
The dirtiest part.
Well, that's for another route, and that's for a YouTube upload of us reading another route that we can censor.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna do that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait till like the house is empty and I can scream as loud as I want. Because I'm probably gonna need it.
You wait until the house is empty, and then all of a sudden your sister comes home and barges in.
Oh my god.
It's like, no.
I thought I heard
I'm just
the sound
reading
of someone...
porn for people on the internet.
I came in, I thought I heard someone like getting stabbed or going Super Saiyan. Oh, what is that? Anyway. Once we pass between the exceptionally tall trees, an unexpected sight appears before me.
Ruin?
ここならしばらく身を隠せるでしょ。
We should be able to hide in here for a while.
来るときにね、アーチャーが見つけておいたのよ。 万が一の時の隠れ家にしようって。
Archer found this as a place to hide on the way here. So Archer did reconnaissance. The entire ground floor is taken over by trees. The only usable rooms are on the second floor, and this is the best of those. Miraculously, the windows are still intact. I don't know how, but I can see the night sky from here.
割合綺麗じゃない。もしかしたら最近まで誰かが寝泊まりしてたのかもね。
It's pretty clean in here. Maybe someone was staying here until recently. That's not ominous. That's not ominous at all.
Huh. I actually don't remember.
That part?
I don't know.
You said
What
like a lot of the
she's
fate
referencing.
as in right, like wiped from your mind?
It was a few years ago. But, yeah.
Really? What kind of nerves does she have? Stepping over the rubble, Tosaka is dusting off the bed by the window.
シロこっち。セーバーを寝かせないとまずいでしょ。人に抱かれているのって結構体力使うのよ。
Definitely. I feel like some moments from this route will be gone once I'm playing towards the end of Heaven's Feel.
Well, yeah, because by then it'll be about as far from when you first read Fate as from when I first read Fate now.
Because Heaven's Feel
That's a
is
joke,
long.
for the record. That's 5 years.
Yeah, it's not gonna take that long, yeah. Shiro, this way. We have to lie Saber down. It's pretty tiring to be held by someone.
Ah, 今行く。
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there.
I lay Saber down on the old bed.
どう？苦しいセーバー。まだ体を動かすのには問題ない？
How are you feeling, Saber? Can you still move okay?
ええ。シロがここまで運んでくれましたから。まだ体を保っていられるようです。
Yes. Since Shiro carried me here, it seems I can still sustain my body.
そう。ならあとはこっちの問題だけか。
I see. Then I guess there's only one problem left.
あれから1時間。イリアスフィールが追ってくるにしても、もう少し時間はかかるわ。探すのに手間取れば、朝方ぐらいまでは隠れていられる。
It's been an hour. We should have a little more time if Ilias Fiel decides to come after us immediately. No. We might be able to hide here until morning if they have trouble finding us. I just hear a knock at the door and it's Archer.
Hey, I heard there was a threesome happening.
The bone emote. That's at least in the top 10 emotes on our Discord server.
It's my #1 currently.
Oh. Her mumbling reminds me. We were able to make it to this ruin, but what happened to Berserker and Archer? Yep. He remained at the castle to keep Berserker there. He just walks in. Wait, why is Shiro here?
This is troubling. And not in a good way.
Lancer just jumps down from the ceiling. Did
Hey, I
someone
heard you were having a threesome.
prepare for trouble? So that would be a fivesome.
At that point, I think it's just called an orgy.
Yeah. Such a wide exchange of magical energy. It's been over an hour, so Archer should have retreated from the castle as well.
遠坂あいつは
Tosaka, what happened to him?
Tosaka doesn't answer. She just places her right hand on her chest, as if holding something dear. Now I'm worried. Wait, what? That tells me of Archer's fate.
Yup.
Wait, really? Like, it's
Yep.
official?
Yup.
Oh my god, no. There were definitely some death flags at the end there.
Even if he did decide to send everyone off with a little bit of hope.
Specifically what he said to Shiro.
Yeah.
So that's it for Archer this route?
That was the end of Archer this route. You get to hear a little bit about the fight, but,
Yeah, he really did, didn't he? He went full mentor figure.
my boy. Sacrificed himself for the good of Reen and Saber.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely official now. Tosaka's command spell is on her. Wait, no, it's still there. Tosaka's command spell is on her right arm. The master and the servant are connected. As Saber sensed my danger, if the master can sense the life and death of their servant.
遠坂あいつは
Tosaka, he...
まあね、足止めだけでいいって言ったのにさ。
Yeah. And I told him he just needed to buy us some time.
あいつ最後までキザだったな。
He was arrogant to the very end. Silence follows. The silence that seemed to last forever is...
けど無駄になんかしない。アーチャーを失った以上、バーサーカーはここで倒す。
But he won't let it be meaningless. Since I lost Archer, I'll get Berserker here. Aborted by the sound of Tosaka punching her left hand with her right.
悔やむのはここまでよ。 悩
Ow.
んでいる暇があったら行動するのが私の信条。ここまで来たらあなたにも覚悟を決めてもらうからね。
Morning is over. I believe in acting if you have time to worry. Since it's come this far, I'm going to make sure you're resolved as well. Oh my god, yeah, we never learned his identity. Archer may not have ever learned his identity.
I mean,
覚悟って何だ
Archer kinda needs to know his identity, at least somewhat, in order to use his noble phantasm, right? And he did seem pretty convinced. Ah, yeah, but that might have been a lie about beating Berserker.
Yeah,
Just
like,
send everyone off with some hope.
again, I got, like...
I imagine Archer knew his identity by now, though.
I honestly had it at a toss-up whether or not he was bluffing.
Yeah.
Because we don't know enough about Archer to know whether or not he's bluffing. And he raised some real death flags at the end with Shiro. That wasn't like, yeah, there's a pretty good chance he's not actually gonna win.
Yep.
Because he was really talking like he would never see Shiro again.
I still say that, like, you know, like, 5 times out of 10 could probably win.
I definitely can't wait to learn more about Archer and UBW.
Yep.
Resolved? For what?
That's me.
That was you, Shiro.
Resolved? For what?
決まってるじゃない。イリアスフィール、バーサーカーを倒す覚悟よ。
Oh my god, that makes the H scene so much worse, too.
I mean,
Archer
it just
just
means
died.
that Reen's got
Let's
a lot
fuck.
more to work out of her system.
Archer just died.
It's
Let's
not even...
fuck.
It's not even that, it's like, Archer just died. I'm gonna make sure you two fuck now.
That's probably Ilya's weakness right there. She's just way too confident.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if Ilia's not playing, yeah.
Resolved to be
I'm just
Ilya's
saying,
view.
like... nothing.
I guess Archer spoilers.
Some spoilers, yeah.
Resolved to be Iliasville. Berserker, of course.
セイバーを連れてたらこの森からは出られないし、彼女を自然に回復させるにしたって時間がかかる。どのみちイリアに追いつかれるわ。
We can't escape this forest with Saber, and it's going to take a long time, even if we are able to heal her. Ilia will catch us either way.
わかる？私たち3人揃って森を出るには
What?
バーサーカーを倒すしかない。
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, that statement interests me a lot. What? 10 out of 10?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot more to Archer.
Yeah.
Do you get it? For us to escape the forest with all 3 of us, we have to defeat Berserker.
それができなければ、私たちもアーチャーの後を追うだけよ。
If we can't, we'll just share Archer's fate. Oh yeah, going for Ilia herself, yeah.
まさかを倒すだって。
Yep.
Beat Berserker?
Episode title. We already had
Beat
PC.
Berserker.
That monster?
Sniping the little girl?
Beat that whirlwind of
Sorry.
death that nullifies every attack and destroys all that it touches in a single blow. Beat dog. It's strong. That's really strong. I can't even imagine that. Anything that fights him will die. Tosaka must know that as well. And also, like, only Saber can fight him now.
Ugh. Well, not right now.
After the dragon or the orgy, depending on which version you're playing. Ilya
Well, it's not going to be an orgy, because remember, Archer's dead. It's just going to be a threesome. Maybe a foursome if Lancer decides to show up with his lance.
I mean, there is a ceiling to jump down from. Anywhere is that like part of his noble phantasm? He can just jump down from any ceiling whenever he wants. Every ceiling is a portal. She's just saying we'll beat it in spite of that?
No, that's not right.
What am I saying?
No, that's not right.
Tosaka isn't saying that we can beat it. She has no such false hopes.
I see.
That's right. We're not going to beat him to win. I should have realized that immediately.
倒すしかないんだな。
It's not that we're not going to beat him to win.
Oh, okay, I thought they were implying something different.
Our only option is to beat him. No, they're not talking about sniping the little girl.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of out of character for them.
I mean, a little bit less so for Reen. Like,
definitely for Shiro, though.
They've just killed Archer. I'm gonna shoot me a little white-haired girl.
But yeah, Shiro would never do that.
Yeah.
How else can it be a Segi no Mikata? Yeah, definitely. Yep. Saber is canonically lawful good.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Rin's chaotic good, but she thinks she's chaotic neutral.
Is Rina Rouge?
No, she's a wizard.
Yeah, but chaotic neutral. If we don't want to die here, we have to beat that monster.
そういうことよ。けど、それほど絶望的な状況ってわけでもないわ。
That's right, but it's not that hopeless. I'm definitely feeling the hopelessness of last night's D&D session, Lucas.
So who do you think's gonna show up to save the day?
A dragon. The dragon is Remnant. Is Remnant a dragon?
I wouldn't tell her if he was.
You know, I'm surprised she didn't ask that. You know she's probably thinking it, right? Because everything's a dragon. That is the correct assumption.
Sex scene? Nah, that's a dragon.
It actually is.
Yeah.
What if the sex scene was a dragon? That's right, but it's not that hopeless.
いくらバーサーカーだってアーチャーと戦った後なら何らかの傷を負っているはずよ。私だってとっておきの宝石を全部持ってきてるし、セイバーさえ回復すれば打開策の一つや二つは作り出せるわ。
Even if it's Berserker, he should be wounded after fighting Archer. And I have all my reserve jewels, so if Saber recovers, I can come up with a few plans to beat him.
逆に言えばね。
Looking at it from the other side.
バーサーカーが傷を負っている今こそ、イリアスフィールを倒せる最大の機会だと思わない？
Since Berserker is wounded right now, don't you think this is our best chance to beat Eliasfield?
けど肝心のセイバーを回復させる方法があるのか。こんな場所じゃ満足な治療もできないんじゃ。
Is there a way to heal Saber? Won't it be hard to train her in a place like this?
セイバーの治療に場所は関係ないわ。
No, the location doesn't matter for Saber's treatment.
Not in this version.
Yep. Do they change the lines up until here?
I think they have already like started switching lines.
So they didn't just kind of drop out and in the new scene. They actually like changed the stuff around it too.
Well, this whole scene is the change.
Okay.
I think.
Well, we'll find out when we play through this on the YouTube exclusive.
Yeah. It's been 5 years since I
Wait, which version did you play?
Both. I started with non-H.
And then you got
Then
curious.
I went into the H and laughed my ass off.
So it might not be changed? If it's not changed...
This part's probably up to being the same.
Like, if it's not changed, then I can see how it just comes out of nowhere, because I know you were talking about that.
Yeah.
If you replenish her stocks, she should be able to use her abilities like before. Tosaka's explanation makes me remember last night. Tosaka said Saber's magical energy is almost depleted. So to replenish Saber's magical energy...
いい？セイバーを助けたいなら、セイバー自身に人を襲わせて魂を食べさせるしかない。
Look, if you want to save Saber, all you can do is make her attack people and absorb their souls.
なら答えは一つよ。
Then there's only one answer.
レイジを使いなさい、エミヤ君。それで最悪の事態は避けられるわ。
Use your command spell, Emiya-kun. You should be able to avoid the worst case scenario with that. Oh, this is past Reen.
Yeah.
The Reen of the past. There are 2 command spells left. I have to use this. Make Saber attack people, and make her consume their souls to replenish her magical energy. We can't beat Berserker unless Saber is healed. We'll be beaten if we don't beat him. I sneak a glance at Saber, who's lying down. As we are now, we'll only make Saber suffer, but that means...
いや、トサカ。それでもセイバーに人を襲わせるのは反対だ。
No, Tosaka. I'm still against making Saber attack people.
Like, that's one thing I know Shiro would never do.
Yep.
ええ。今回は私も同意よ。
Yes, I agree with that this time.
Eh?
これが他の場所だったらその提案をしたでしょうけどね。
I would have given that proposal if this was another place.
でも、ここはイリアスフィールの庭の中。人の魂なんかどこにもない。あの城の中にはバーサーカーとイリアスフィール以外の誰かがいるかもしれないけど、それを探しに行くのはミスミス七に赴くようなものよ。
Yeah.
But we're in Eliasfield's yard. There are no souls here. There may be someone other than Berserker or Eliasfield in the castle. But going to look there is like going to die. Oh, Wise, what is that comment? What? In more I guess Heaven's Feel spoilers. For context.
I won't say one way or the other.
食べさせるためには外に出ないといけない。本末転倒になるってことか。
Not Heaven spoil. Just an observation. Okay. Yeah, Shiro's already been through a lot.
Yeah.
By the way, Shiro.
Yeah, no, I know. I was getting ready to. We need to escape outside if we want to make her consume souls. That's putting the cart before the horse.
By the way, is Saber awake? Can she hear this?
Yep.
Oh no. Tosaka nods. I'm glad that I don't have to make Saber attack people. But then, how can we replenish her magical energy?
でもどうするんだトサカ。そもそも俺がセイバーに魔力を補充できないから困ってるんだよな。
But what can we do, Tosaka? First of all, our problem is that I can't give Saber magical energy, right?
方法はあるわよ。その昨日ってもう一昨日に説明したでしょ。
There is a way. Yesterday. It's the day before now, but I explained to you then.
サーバントに魔力を分け与える方法は共有の魔術とそれ以外にわずかな方法しかないって。あの時はまあこんな状況になるとは思わなかったから言わなかったんだけど。
There is one more method other than sharing your magical energy to give magical energy to your servant. Back then, well, I didn't say anything because I didn't think it would end up like this.
Hmm?
I recall the conversation yesterday. She certainly did say,
まあ召喚時にセーバーとパスが通っているはずだからまだ方法があるかもしれないけど。
well, a path should have been formed at summoning, so there may be other measures. Something like that.
思い出した。パスは通ってるから魔術以外の方法があるとかなんとか。
Remember, something about there being another way since a path exists?
Wait, did I say something wrong? Maybe I misheard her back then because I was shocked about making Saber attack people.
トサカ、なんか方法があるのか。
Tosaka, is there a way?
まあね、私がサポートできる範囲で2つ。この状況だと荒っぽい方になるわ。
Yes, there are two things we can do which I can support. We'll have to take the rough measure in this situation.
いい？セイバーの魔力不足は素人のパスが不完全だからよ。彼女を回復させるにはこのパスを完全な形に通し直すしかない。
Look, Saber's lacking magical energy because the path between you two is imperfect. To heal her, we need to correct the path.
確かにそうできれば一番なんだろうが、俺はパスの通し方なんてわからない。
That's the best if we can, but I don't know how.
First of all, we've had that problem since Saber was summoned. We wouldn't have been in this trouble if the line to supply her with magical energy was established.
話自体は簡単よ。素人セイバーを共感状態にして霊的なパスをつなぎ直すだけ。契約破棄や最小間以外にパスを修復するためにはそれしかない。
It's simple. We just need to reconnect the spiritual path. That's the only way to repair the path without breaking the contract or resummoning her. I feel like I'm about to find out why they didn't do this from the beginning.
そのためにセイバーにシローの魔術回路を移植するの。
We need to transplant Shiro's magical circuit to Saber.
Hmm?
Transplant my magical circuit into Saber.
セイバーとシローのパスを新しくするには霊的に重要な器官を移植するしかないわ。
Oh! Oh my god. Is Shiro gonna lose, like, all the magic he tried? Can he just not do magic after this?
Well, not like completely. And I mean, you know, if nothing else, he always has the power to make new magic circuits.
Yep.
But yeah,
He's
like,
heavily nerfed. To renew the
Shiro's not gonna be quite what he was before.
Well, you remember Archer's last
But
words,
Saber.
right? To Shiro.
Yeah, he's not a fighter.
Yep, I knew there was like some sort of cost. And that's what it is.
Yep.
To renew the path between you two, we need to transplant spiritually important organs.
サーバントとマスターが聖杯の力を借りているのなら、それに匹敵する強い結合を生み出さないとパスは通らない。
If servants and masters are borrowing the Holy Grail's power, we need to create an equally strong connection to create a path.
そのためにはマスターの魔術回路をサーバントに移植する。それくらいやらないとシローの力がセイバーには届かないから。
To do this, we need to transplant the master's magical circuit to the servant. We need to go that far to send Shiro's power to Saber. Magic circuit. A mechanism Magi need so that they can use Odd to activate mana. Is that what Odd? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I did pronounce it wrong last time, and I did look it up. It's literally just odd.
Wait, how did you pronounce it again?
Ode.
Ode. I mean, I wasn't sure when I said it. I was like, Odd? Odd? Is it Odd?
Could have sworn this version called it Prana, but
I mean,
I
it's
don't
like magic and magecraft, right?
Yep.
This is the core of
Anyway.
Magi, and without this, one cannot create magical energy, which is the source of magic. I never would have guessed. I thought the spleen was the source of magic. It's more important than their life energy for Magi. Or than their...
Spleen is just the source of comedy. Sorry.
Yeah, it actually is. You can even call it the meaning of their existences. I can give that
Right,
magic
Prawn is
circuit
the
to someone
overturn.
else.
サーバントの回路をマスターに移植するのは危険すぎるわ。ゴーストライナー、それも英霊の回路は死にゆく人の体に移しても強烈な拒絶反応しかもたらさない。
It's too dangerous to transplant the servant circuit to the master. They're ghost liners, and heroic spirits at that. Their circuits only bring severe rejection response even when they're transplanted onto dying people. Wait, so does this scene also nerf Shiro in the H version?
I don't think so.
So they had to rewrite everything.
Yeah. And honestly, probably improved.
Yeah, I feel like there should be, like, some sort of sacrifice that needs to be made for that.
Other than just, it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that you should go kill people for this instead.
Wait, is that why we didn't bring it up in the original?
I think I do not remember.
そうなると残された手はシローの回路をセイバーに移植するしかないってこと。
And the only option left is to transplant your circuit into Saber.
でもそれは張り巡らされた神経を引きちぎられることと同じよ。そうなればその負担は。
But that's the same as ripping their nerves out of your body. Then all the strain goes too. The one the organs are transplanted from. Ripping out nerves means the same as ripping off your fingers and arms.
待ってください、リン。
Hold on, Rin.
それはあまりにもシローに。
That's too much for Shiro.
そうしないと誰も生き残ることはできない。あなたなら分かっているはずよ、セイバー。
But if we don't, we won't be able to survive. You should know that, Saber. I take care as I gulp so they won't hear it. I have to get my priorities straight. Yeah, he's in intense pain. He's been in intense pain for every night for how many years?
Yeah.
Normal Tuesday night for Emiya Shiro.
For you, developing your magic circuit was the most important and painful night of your entire life. But for me, it was Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday as well.
And the following Tuesday. I have no time to hesitate if it's clear what needs to be done.
トサカ、それは成功するのか?
Tosaka, will this work?
成功させるわ。でも成功させることはそのまま安全につながるわけじゃない。
I'll make it work. But making it work doesn't mean you'll be alright.
失敗させるつもりはさらさらないけど、成功すればシローの魔術回路はセイバーに奪われる。むしろ失敗した方がいいんじゃないかって思えるほどの喪失感と苦痛を生むでしょうね。
I have no intention of failing, but Saber will take your magical circuit if it succeeds. Your sense of loss and pain would be so great that you'd wish it failed.
もし魔術回路を奪われれば、それはシローが。
If your magic circuit is taken away, it means... My second nerve, the magic circuit, will be taken out. This means you're moving the part of my nerves, damaging the spiritual body's integrity, and creating a fatal defect as a magus. The essential parts are written in the blueprint, but what happens if those parts are lost? You can never perfect something that is lacking. My hope of becoming complete will disappear here. Once Emiya Shiro loses his foundation, called the Magic Circuit, he will stay incomplete no matter what. I nod to myself. I see. And it's much better to be able to save Saber.
よし、やろう、トサカ。
Alright, let's do it, Tosaka.
Oh yeah, it goes that deep, doesn't it?
It does.
早っ。決断が早いのはいいけど、本当にどういうことなのか分かってるの？
I'm actually really liking this scene.
Yeah.
This is good. So it was bad in the anime?
Everything is bad in the anime.
The 2006 one specifically, right?
The 2006 one specifically. I mean, not that UVW doesn't have its problems, like the anime. But,
That was quick. Oh, no, I don't mind that you're quick to make your decision, but... Do you really know what this means?
分かってる。父さんが教えてくれただろ。
I do. You told me, right?
分かってるわけないじゃない。
There's no way you understand.
いい？セイバーを救うために私はシローに魔術師として死ねと言ってるようなものなのよ。なのにどうしてそんなに反論もしないでうなずいて。
I mean, I will fuck up my own soul to save Saber is the most Shiro thing ever.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way at all.
Yeah.
Again, I really like Shiro now.
Shiro is the best fictional character.
He's getting up there for me. Yeah, he's just been getting really good these past few scenes.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like I'm telling you to die as a Magus to save Saber. So how can you nod back without any objections?
だから反論はないんだって。
But I don't have any objections.
遠坂の考えた最上の計画だからうなずくんだ。もっと自分の計画に自信を持てよ、遠坂。そんな風に慌てるとこっちが不安だ。
I'm agreeing because it's the best plan you came up with. You should be more confident in your own plan, Tosaka. It's making me uneasy to see you in such a panic.
Also, why is the irony of that comment?
Yeah.
It's not
I
lost
mean,
on me.
technically, not inaccurate at that point in the story. Afterwards, it's only accurate in spirit.
それに、そうしないとセイバーはバーサーカーと戦えないんだろう。
And Saber can't fight Berserker unless we do this, right?
そうよ。そうだって言ってるじゃない。
That's right. That's what I've been saying.
だろ。それに、俺たちには犠牲がないわけじゃない。あいつが稼いでくれた時間のためにも戦って勝たなきゃいけない。
Right? And it's not like we made no sacrifices. We have to fight and win, since he bought this time for us.
Archer. His back told me to go. I didn't like him, but he risked his life to protect Tosaka. And I can't be chickening out here. God, Archer's death is actually hitting kind of hard.
Yep.
Even though we didn't get to see him very much. Yeah, I'm really liking this scene now.
いいわ。
Yeah, this scene, at least, is definitely great. I just...
The 2006 is just burned into your mind.
That CGI dragon.
Okay, let's start, Shiro. We're about to see the non-CGI dragon.
セイバーもいいか。
Okay. Are you okay too, Saber?
俺の魔術回路を移植するってことなんだが。
We're going to transplant my magic circuit into you.
はい。それがマスターの判断なら。
Yes, if that is your decision, Master. Her voice does not contain affirmation or denial. But her eyes look as if they're in regret. I guess Tosaka is going to prepare us for the transplant. I don't know how from the first place. So I have to leave it to Tosaka.
まずはセイバーからね。 シロは魔術回路をオンにしたまま、できるだけ心を乱さないように待機していて。
We'll start with Saber. Shiro, can you keep your magic circuit on and stand by without getting too disturbed? I close my eyes and turn over the artificial nerve in my body. I can turn the circuit on and off without a problem, thanks to Tosaka, but... A red flower entangles itself with a white flower. Tosaka gets on top of Saber, who can't move, and casually brazenly moves her fingers across Saber's slender body.
待て、トーサカ。お前、セイバーに何をする気だ？
Shiro's like, wait, I thought we turned the H scenes off.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going through my mind right now.
Wait, Tosaka, what are you going to do to Saber?
何って、セイバーにもリラックスしてもらおうと思って。セイバーが力を抜いてくれないと成功率が下がっちゃうし。
I'm trying to get her to relax. The success rate is going to drop unless Saber relaxes.
ああ、そういうことか。悪い、続けてくれ。
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Continue on.
ええ、どうも。
Okay.
それじゃあ服を脱ぎましょうか、セイバー。
Wait, did we turn off H scenes? They weren't even dragged into the program.
They're not there.
Then let's take
Don't
off
worry,
your clothes,
your Twitch
Saber. Oh my god.
Yeah, there is no voice acting for the H scenes.
Then let's
Because, you know, these are real voice actors.
Yep. Then let's take off your clothes, Saber.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
いちいち驚かないの。脱ぐって言っても一部だけよ。魔術回路の移植は精神と体の融合よ。できるだけ接触を多くして遮蔽を少なくしなきゃいけないでしょ。
Don't get so surprised about every little thing. We just need to take off part of your clothing. Transplant of magic circuit is an integration of body and mind. We have to make sure maximum contact and reduce any screening. Tosaka
Maximum contact.
Tosaka is serious and calm. Reen just double bonk. Go to horny jail. Bonk. The only ones flustered are Saber and I.
待ってください、リン。それでしたら自分ででき。
Hold on, Reen. I can't do this myself.
腕を上げるのも辛いくせに強がらないで。はあ、
I can
そ
do
れとも
this.
エミヤ君、マスターの責務としてセイバー
Oh
を
my
自分
god,
で脱
Reen's
がせたい
voice.
とか。
Don't say that when it's painful to raise just your arm. Oh, Emiya-kun. Could it be that you want to take off her clothes yourself as a duty of the master? Also, this was on purpose. Look at Reen's face.
Yep.
She's enjoying this.
Of course she is. She has a little chance to mess with them.
That big cutie energy. Oh, this feels more like a Reen thing.
Yeah.
I stop myself before I call her an idiot. With the joke aside, that's something I'm not suited to do. I can't stay composed if I have to do such a thing.
すまない。そっち任せた。
Sorry. I'll leave her to you.
よろしい。そういうわけだから、じゃあ飲みなさい。
Good. So I need you to take your clothes off too, Shiro.
は、上着脱ぐだけでいいから。下まで全部脱いだら殺すからね。
Oh, you just need to take your top off. I'll kill you if you take your bottom off too. I can't tell if she's serious or joking. Oh my god, this picture.
But Reen, maximum contact.
Reed, you said maximum contact. Anyway, it seems I need to take off as much clothing as I can to come in contact with Saber.
シロ、お願いです。しばらく背を向けていていただけないでしょうか。
Shiro, could you please turn your back for a while?
わかった。準備ができたら言ってくれ。
Okay. Tell me when you're done.
Rena's just enjoying every second of this.
It's a nice distraction to watch these two idiots.
Exactly, with Archer. I turn around, take my shirt off, and fold it up.
Shiro, are you worried about wrinkles? Where are you going to set it? On the rubble?
Lancer just jumps down. Here, you can hang it on my lance.
Feeling troubled? Oh, wow, you look pretty troubled, actually. I should come back later.
Another time, another ceiling.
Jumps back into ceiling.
That's when he goes back, he just jumps into the ceiling.
Oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to leave. His window, door.
Nah, ceiling. I like to think that's like a consistent problem with Lancer's master. Just like, Lancer, there's a door right in front of you.
Do I need to use another command seal on you?
And I like to think that he doesn't even continue to use the same hole in the ceiling. It has to be a different hole each time.
Yeah.
I turn around, take my shirt off, and fold it up. Yeah, like a lot of the romance has been pretty okay so far.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not surprised that, like, the porn version doesn't fucking try.
Mm-hmm. Like, there have been a lot of, like, cute moments between Shiro and Saber. Early on.
Like,
specifically that one where he got her to go eat with them.
Yeah. Yeah, like, that's really great. And then, like, they get to the, like... But if it includes sex, like, for some reason, writers just stopped trying to write anything, like, actually romantically, it seems.
Also, it wasn't
I mean, like, I don't know,
right?
I don't read the... Yeah, it's not... It wasn't Nasu that wrote the sex scenes.
And also, like, a change in writer with, two characters written by a different writer probably does some shit, too. Wait, did Nasu write this stuff, too?
I think Nasu wrote these scenes. So that's probably the difference.
That's probably
right
why
there.
they're so much better.
Yep.
Even if I fold the sleeve so I could put it in a drawer if I wanted to. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep,
Try and hide my nervousness.
大丈夫、セイバー。
Hmm? Are you alright, Saber? Oh, we don't actually know.
Hmm.
はい。 だいぶ楽になりましたが。
Yeah.
Yes, I feel much more relaxed, but I have to calm down. I try to suppress my fear while acknowledging how hard the transplant of the magic circuit is, and how much loss and pain the process involves. This is just a passing point. The thing I should
Fucking
Hmm?
Shiro.
He's scared.
I mean, he's just choosing to think about, like, God, you know, I really need to distract myself. Man, this is going to hurt, isn't it? Also, there's Berserker out there.
To distract the fact that Saber doesn't have clothes on.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously a reading is that he's trying to distract himself from the loss and pain that's coming up, but, like, I'd believe that this man is just not... Like, that's not really going to... That's going to actually affect him once it happens, but when it's just a thought on the horizon, like...
I mean, he's definitely no stranger to loss and pain. The thing I should be scared of is the fight against Berserker after this. Okay, Shiro.
Okay.
The heartbeat sound. Saber's skin is like new fallen snow or marble. With the front of her blouse hanging open, Saber is so beautiful it bordered on profane. I suddenly forget to breathe. I've seen her skin before, but the Saber in bed right now is unlike any Saber I've ever seen. It's because of the weird tension. With myself aside, Saber's acting strangely too. Before, she was acting normally, even when I saw her skin.
Shiro, こっち。
This way, Shiro.
ここに上がってセイバーに覆いかぶさって。
I see they still kept it pretty close.
Yeah. And Rien's just like, alright, come on, let's get a move on. You know, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Get on here and get on top of Saber. It feels like I'm moving a borrowed body. I'm walking to the bed, but stepping on the rubble doesn't feel realistic.
セイバー、同調までは私がやるわ。
Saber. I'll take it until you two sympathize.
それからあとはあなたにお願いするけど、持っていきすぎないように注意して。少なければ少ないほどシローの負担は減るから。
I'll have you do it after that, but make sure not to take too much. The less you take, the less burden there'll be on Shiro.
わかりました。お願いします。リン。
Understood. Please go ahead, Reen. Yep. Their conversation doesn't come into my head. I have my hands full on steadying my breath. We get even closer. We're so close that our skin is almost touching. I feel her weak breath. I support myself with my arms, and my body is too close to her.
変革準備。
Change preparation.
実質棒が接続開始
Stupefaction. Trance. Union. Commence! Her spell starts. I shake off useless thoughts and clear my mind so I can sympathize with Saber.
小さく小さく小さく小さく
Small, 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 small.
円環航路開始
Taurus routes open. The only thing I can see is Saber's face. She's already in meditation. I can't keep my eyes open forever. I close my eyes reluctantly. Oh, whoa. Uwu.
大きく大きく大きく大きく
Large, 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 large.
愛路行動連続閉鎖
Narrow port road. Close in succession. My senses are becoming vague. The sense of floating that I feel every night when I constructed the magic circuit. The fleeing of my mind escaping my body and being flung away. But it goes in the opposite direction this time. It usually goes out my back. But my mind escapes out my chest right now. The five senses are functions of the body. My sense of hearing should go away since I'm out of my body, but my ears are hearing Saber's breathing, sharper than before. The gentle breathing is starting to become lively. The sound of the rapidly beating heart. The sound of the blood flowing through the veins. I slip out of the shell called Emiya Shiro and slide into her body. My mind sinks even deeper. I converge, swirl, shrink, and become a strong crystal to enter her. The beat. Warmth, breath. I touch her mind, not her body.
Shiro.
Shiro. A voice like a bell. I answer the voice. My mind completely breaks away from my body. It's dragon time. My senses completely transform. Also, this graphic.
Yep.
I have no arms, legs, or self. I run naked. It feels like I'm running back in time. It rather feels like I'm being left behind. It accelerates. Body, personality, order, law. I become a dart and penetrate through numerous barriers between boundaries of individual. Sparks fly from the circuit. The sensation of reaching the speed of light freezes me.
He's done it. Or I guess he's doing it now.
Holy shit, that's a cool visual.
Yep.
It's as if passing by human life in a second. The concentrated life is heavy and therefore cruel. No matter how the life is, it passes by in an instant. It's unbearable to stare at the direct on. To stare at it direct on. That's weird. Therefore, my emotion is anesthetized and freezes.
Anesthetized.
Anesthetized.
Like
Anesthetics.
anesthetic.
Yep. This is what it's like to go on a journey with only the mind. Ah, a trip. I realized what an excellent insurance the weight called the body was. Visualization of the foundation of magic. Digitalization of human. Several hundred organs are connected using several billion connections. This really feels like the Gate of Truth scene. Also, yeah, 25, 26 of Evangelion.
Yep. Oh.
The infinite complex pattern is the highway made of simple repetitions. The distant future is that eventually is. It's like a vehicle going through an illuminated city without any life. Here, the present time passes by at light speed. Eternity in an instant. I pass through the final boundary. Beyond this is inside her. I will see the magic circuit owned by the existence called Arturia. No, like the graphics are fucking amazing here.
Yup.
The change is extreme. The fast world filled with light is cut off for an instant. Or in an instant. It's dark and heavy here. Pressure compresses my outline. The air is too dense, and it feels like I'm underwater. My body is slowly sinking, accompanied by pain, as if it were squashed by a strong force. Also, Archaic's voice is picking up your AC.
What?
No, it's not anymore.
Okay.
For a second, I thought it was a voice.
So at this point, he has achieved penetration. He is inside her, and it is wet.
God fucking...
That is all.
Technically correct. My body is slowly sinking, accompanied by pain, as if squashed by a strong force.
So it's tight, too. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
The path is deep, and I can't see the bottom. There's more you could go with, but it feels as if
yeah, I could go even deeper.
It feels like I'm falling through a massive darkness into an even denser darkness. The fact that I instantly went past thousands of miles feels like a lie. Now, I'm suffering for an eternity to go a mile. I feel no hope nor light ahead. Is this really Saber's magic circuit? It's greatly different from mine. They say the shape of magic circuit and the number of paths are completely different for each person. But this is different. It's not about scale or ability. It seems Saber's magic circuit is fundamentally different from that of a magus. The path rumbles. Each time, my small self is almost crushed. I don't know what kind of magic circuit Saber has, but I know that the sympathizing spell is working. This isn't a failure. This place is dark and heavy, unlike Saber. But this isn't an impure place. It's so full of life. The flowing air is blood, and also a swirl of magical energy. I realized that I've forgotten to breathe. It may be because there's no need to. The sinking is painful, but not life-threatening. I look up at the darkness I fell through, and it feels like a distance I can't go back. First of all, I can't see anywhere in this darkness. Even a slow fall seems infinite. The weight of the air changes. The speed of descent decreases even more. I narrow my eyes at the brightness of the darkness. There is an end to this infinite path. I feel Saber's warmth and breath. That's the final destination. I reach the source of Saber's magical circuit. The mental world at her scent. But the scenery is beyond my understanding. The core of a star. The embodiment of fire that breathes deep underground is here. Not a sound. The red surface of the lake is swirling, but stays silent without a splashing sound. A huge shadow is at the bottom of the lake. The eye of fire perceives the small intruder. A foreign body is still a foreign body, even if its master is allowed it inside. In this core, my mind is only a piece of trash that disturbs its function, or a piece of wood to light the fire. I swallow my breath that I do not need. I stare at the full scenery. This is Saber's magic circuit. Her heart that exceeds humans is fundamentally different from ours, which is imagined from lines and circuits. This place is a reactor core. If Amagus's body is a machine which creates magical energy, this place is a factory which creates magical energy. But the core isn't active. The starting key to make the core turn, the source of energy to provide the first turn, is not there. There's such a great amount of magical energy in an enormous magical core, but there isn't enough magical energy to activate the core. It rises to the surface. The stalled sea of gasoline. No matter how much undiluted magical energy is here, it's meaningless without a fire to burn it. It doesn't matter how small the fire is. This core will resume activity once the path to send magical energy is connected. For that, a thing transcending human knowledge awakens. The many paths running across the lake swirl up. The red atmosphere shoots up and becomes pillars. Or is this how inside a thundercloud? How it is inside a thundercloud? The raging sound of the waves is so huge that I cannot already perceive them with my hearing. That I can't already. Just like how something so huge cannot be seen, its roar is just silence. That is a cool dragon. The thing appearing from within the blazing core is an embodiment of all threats to mankind. I mean, she could have two noble phantasms, right? Since apparently that's a thing. God, this is so good. I don't understand how this is like added after the fact too. This is really good. It has been said. The king is a red dragon symbolizing Britain. The child of the sacred star, carrying phantasmal blood in a human body. Holy shit! Dragon. The symbol, fear, and king of numerous phantasmal beasts. Appearing sometimes as evil and sometimes as godlike. The highest of all beings. That is what is in Saber's unconsciousness. It is an absurd, true nature that is appropriate for the best servant. The cauldron is opened. The too brutal fang fills my vision. Resistance is meaningless. A mere human cannot defend against it. A mere human's intelligence cannot think of running away. It must have been that hungry. With bloodshot eyes, it bites down on food that is small as dust and eradicates all words. Come to think of it, why isn't food on the table alive? It doesn't even need to be said. Uh-huh. I cannot bear that it's alive. We all know that food is better fresh. But it's still dead because it's too cruel to keep it alive. In short. Despite appearances, edible meat preserves the dignity of life. Screams and rage boil up. Yeah?
it's difficult to be alive if you are already cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that out there.
And sliced.
But also, just, oh my god, I tried to say it earlier, but my RTX voice had actually crashed, so nothing came through.
Oh, that's what was happening. I was like, this is so good.
This scene is, it's so much better with, like, explanation. This is what's happening, and having it not be just, like, instant, like...
The scene is fucking beautiful.
It is.
I love it. I love this scene. How is this like an afterthought?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the anime version of the scene afterwards. You're gonna hate it.
I'm sure I will. Because I just saw how good it can be.
Yup.
Like this... Just this whole, like, process is so captivating how well it's done. Nasu is really good at writing stuff like this.
Incredibly.
Like, this is one of the best non-fight scenes. Period. Honestly, it's within the top 2 scenes of the Fate route so far for me.
You are like a tiny baby and we have so much to get through. I mean, this is a good scene, though, but like...
I know things get really good later on. This is so good. Also, that dragon's design is fucking awesome.
Yup.
Like, the whole idea of this existing at the core of Saber.
Yup.
Yeah, like, that's the best part. Like, Nasu didn't have to do this, but he did, and it fucking paid off. This is so good. And you were like, being like, oh god, this scene is gonna suck.
You know how long this scene takes in the anime?
How long?
Like 2 minutes.
They didn't give it enough time.
But let's keep going.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I forget who I am, and I roar like a beast. I appeal my pain. Hatred builds up. I resist with bare sensation. As I am bitten on, I beg for mercy like a sinner being crucified. My senses vanish. I drop all goals and meanings. Keeping sanity here is as distant as the time of creation. Excessively powerful pain and pressure. And the instant I can only perceive this creature as a monster. I recall her figure. Hanging her head, believing that I can withstand this hell. I recall the meaning of this pain. I exhilarate the significance of this anguish. I fully realize why I came to this place. I breathe out and stop resisting. The one I should fight against is not the dragon's fangs, but the pain within me.
Oh yeah, it's different.
I didn't come here to get away from the pain. I came here to save her from pain, and to answer the trust she kept many times. Thus, as I cannot fight, I'm here to give her the best answer I can give. Oh my god. This is the equivalent of playing the anime opening at the end of this. There's no pain I can describe anymore. I'm not reaching out to my destroyed senses. I stay quiet, as if I'm asleep, and sharpen my senses. Eternity is an instant here. And if that is the case, I can stay conscious if I withstand the pain for even that instant. Alright, then. I have no fear. I shall dedicate this pain to you, the one who is fighting. I know! Fucking chills. I've had chills this whole time, not gonna lie.
This is so much better.
I'm like kind of blown away by how good this is.
This is just good, actually. I think I might have actually skipped this scene because I was like, well, I know what happens. Dumb CGI dragon bullshit.
You fucking missed out.
I did.
This is so
I did.
good.
Holy fucking shit, man.
Pain disappears in an instant. The red dragon is gone, and my consciousness rises. Did it grow light because I lost some of it? As if returning to the surface, I get away from the core against my will. Oh yeah. It hits when it hits.
It fucking hits.
Wait. I have to check something before that. Oh. Wait, that's you.
Oh.
How warm. The core is burning golden with a low sound. The delicate magical circuit is glowing with all the colors of the rainbow, restarting the circulation. The fire has been lit. Even though I may be an amateur magus, I was able to fulfill my role as her master. I surrender my body to the soaring wind. I catch a glimpse of a distant memory. A figure holding a sword, and a figure dancing in the field. Which did I find familiar? Oh my god, that was so good. I feel the sun on my eyelids and open my eyes slowly. I'm fucking shaking right now. That was so good. I check my body with my dizzy mind. My limbs are still there. I don't feel any wound on my body. Maybe the pain went away when I endured it. My mental wound that could have been a trauma is healed as well.
Shiro.
Shiro. I hear a weak voice from under me. The feeling of her soft skin instantly makes me realize who she is and what we're doing. I believe that's a Shiro line.
I was muted for that. Let me see if I can recreate the exact noise that I just made. Oh.
Saber is lying on the bed with an untidy blouse, and Tosaka is curled up and asleep. She was asleep for that?
Well, they both probably fell asleep after that because, you know...
Oh, how long did it take?
Like, relaxation in the afterglow, etc., etc. And Reen was probably just like, well...
My job's done.
Fuck it, I'm tired. She's definitely cat-like.
Tosaka's alright, but Saber's been under me dressed like this.
Ohayo, Saber.
Good morning, Saber.
Yeah, Reen's just like, alright, I'm done with my part. I'm a nap.
はい。おはようございます、シロ。
Yes. Good morning, Shiro. An awkward greeting. Saber slowly gets up and fixes her blouse. Crap. We're conscious of each other and can't look in each other's eyes.
もう起きられるようになったんだ、セイバー。
You can get up now?
はい。魔力の供給を受けられるようになりましたので。
Yes. I'm able to receive your supply of magical energy now. Also, I'm just, like, surprised how well this held up through translation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, translations fuck things up. Whoever translated this did a really fucking good job.
Yeah. I wonder if Saber was experiencing that whole thing as the dragon. Just like, oh hey, Shiro. Ah.
Om nom nom nom. So, like, yeah, I wonder if, yeah, Saber is aware that basically her soul ate part of Shiro's.
Oh shit, is Shiro naked? Hang on, let me put that in my mouth.
Saber didn't have to eat everyone, just one person. Part of one person.
As Shiro described, his small self.
And that part of Shiro is just gone now. That's
It
not
didn't
gone.
have very many defenses.
Mm-hmm.
It was, in fact, defenseless. Anyway.
God damn it. No, this is Shiro, not Tosaka.
I believe that's a U line.
Yep.
Saber.
Oh, I already read that line.
Oh. I believe that's a U line, narrator.
It seems Saber's back to normal. The frailness when I carried her is gone now.
そうか。よかった。成功したんだ。魔術回路の移植は。
That's good. So the transplant of the magic circuit succeeded, huh?
はい。ですからその服を着ていただけませんか、シロ。その格好のままだと私もなぜか話しづらい。
Yes, so, can you put your clothes back on, Shiro? For some reason, it's hard to talk to you when you're like that. I look down at myself.
Yeah.
Oh, is that,
Sorry.
is that a different Nasuverse series?
Mahotsukai no Yoru?
Mm-hmm.
That's Witch on the Holy Night.
Oh, yeah, it just doesn't have an English translation yet. I saw a scene from that. A really good scene. I look down at myself.
そうか。
いや。
そうだよな。そうだった。
Oh, I see. You're right. You're right.
I quickly reach out for my extremely folded up clothes. Tosaka folded up my clothes? Wait, no, I'm the one who did it. Why did I fold it up this much? Oh. I vividly recall the ritual last night. Oh, that's...
And you can guess what he vividly recalled in the other version.
Uh-huh. This is so much better, though.
Yeah, and the reason why we can't have the H scenes turned on anywhere else is because this dumbass will randomly, vividly recall scenes from them.
Oh my god, really?
So it's just like, oh, that's a terms of service violation flash for half a second there.
Also, this is just much better. Like, if we had him on, we wouldn't have gotten this moment.
And yes, that was a really great scene. And whenever we come to a stopping point here, which is probably going to be soon.
Yeah, definitely soonish.
Yeah. I have a video to show you.
Like, you thought they just transplanted the anime scene, right?
Yeah. I mean, they kind of did, but, like, you know, had to write what was happening in it.
Oh, the anime scene came first?
I think. And yes, no, it does make sense-wise. Like, fucking, that is obviously what would happen. But unfortunately, it makes him an unreliable streaming partner. Shiro, that
Especially
is.
since we can see his thoughts. Everyone around Shiro has detect thoughts up on him.
Oh, the anime came after Real Tenua. That makes that scene a million times worse.
Because they had good source material, and they still fucked it up.
I thought Real Tenua was 2008. Yeah.
I sympathized with Saber and transplanted my magical circuit deep inside her. It looks like Saber's back to normal, but what about me? Tosaka said my mind and body would not be able to handle losing the magic circuit. But there's no big damage, nor do I feel any big sense of loss. I'm a bit scared, but I check my magic circuit. I dread looking at how much is missing, but the fight against Berserker is waiting.
Okay, so it was supposed to come out along with the anime. But yeah,
that means
it was pushed back.
Probably written.
That means that Nasu probably wrote the scene, and then they adapted it.
Has Nasu, like, said anything about the anime?
I don't know.
Because I know the creator of, Toriyama specifically disowned Dragon Ball Evolution.
Ugh.
It's like, fuck that movie.
It's a little bit less bad than Evolution.
I mean, yeah, Evolution was a live-action adaptation. Those don't have a very good track record. I don't think I can think of any live-action adaptations that have turned out good of anime. I'm sure they exist, just none are coming to mind right now.
Yeah.
The Japanese Death Note one wasn't bad.
Shit. That's some fucking condemnation if you don't even talk about the anime of your work.
He's just like, wait, wasn't there another anime besides Unlimited Blade Works in the Heaven's Feel movies? What anime?
Just like, yes, there was.
And it has good music, apparently.
Yep. It does have some pretty good music. Some of the versions of the songs are not what I like out of those songs, but they're still good songs.
Anyway.
And then it has some original songs that are good.
I have to know what condition I'm in.
Alright.
Huh?
Weird. The magic circuit is a bit dull, but I don't see any damage. It was bitten to pieces, but my magical circuit is still there. I guess there's nothing wrong with it for me to use the strengthening spell.
そうか。これって。
I see.
The magic circuits I rarely used probably were taken away.
Oh, God.
I only activate 1 to 4 circuits for strengthening. I can't use any large-scale spells, so I've never fully activated all of my circuits. So he can still do what he does.
Yeah.
So he just can't reach his...
has been.
So
shit.
So it's not that he was being nerfed, as he was nerfed this whole time. And he never reached his full potential.
He's basically shaved off his ability to, like, go above level 15.
Like, there's even still room for improvement, but...
Yeah.
He's put a cap on himself.
Yeah.
So Shiro is just expecting to, like, go, like, full end of Full Metal Alchemist and just not be able to use magic anymore.
But instead, he just, like, capped it off so he's not going to be able to use his fucking, like, final smash.
Ganon from Smash Brothers.
I was going to say Noble Phantasm, but then I realized I wouldn't be referencing something else when I said that, like I usually am.
Shiro from Smash Brothers. So they just ignore the anime.
I mean, there is this, and also, like, just in general that maybe he doesn't use things because of this, but he also just never takes the opportunity to, like, get any power-ups.
Seems the magical circuit transplanted into save. Oh, I already read that. Shiro? I can still use the strengthening spell just fine. But my body's fatigue and dullness. That's not right. As if
no,
I'm
that's
in
right.
Oh no, yeah, that is. As if I'm in water. It's because my full body ability has degenerated. I'm still, like, reeling from how good that past scene was.
Yeah.
In its place, I feel that I'm connected deep down to something important. I can't clearly tell where, but there's a weak link between Saber and I. I've obtained something big and warm in place of my lost circuits. Yeah, it looked like there was a lava lake in there.
Yeah. It's a star made out of gasoline.
I'm sorry, Shiro. I hear Saber's apologetic voice from behind me. Sorry for eating a few of your magic circuits.
シローの回路を得る際に必要最小限に留めるよう努力はしました。
I've tried my best to take the minimal amount of your circuits. Oh, so she did feel all that.
She may not have perceived it in exactly the same way, though. Either that or she is just like... on all levels, except physical, I am a dragon.
Saber is a dragon. Is Saber a dragon?
Roar
Is
sound.
she dragon? Huh?
That's too large. Yeah, she's dragon-blooded. Saber is a sorcerer. She's a melee sorc. She is literally a melee sorc.
She actually
Holy
is.
shit.
So Saber's actually confirmed to be dragon-blooded?
Yeah. Arteria Pendragon.
By the way, that's a really cool last name.
I mean, that's King Arthur's last name.
I did a big dumb for a second. Anyway. Arteria Pendragon. So she's literally dragon-blooded.
Yeah.
ですが、その最低限の量ですら人から得るには多すぎた。もしやシローに消せない傷跡を残してしまったかと思うと、謝罪の言葉も見当たりません。
But that was the minimal amount. But that minimal amount was too much to take from any person. If I've left a scar on you, I can't think of how to apologize to you.
これは私の不覚です。私が書くも力足らずでなければ、シローには。
This is a mistake on my part. If I wasn't so useless, you would not have...
そんなことはない。セイバーは謝らなくていいんだ。
That's not true. You don't have to apologize.
そもそもの原因は、俺が魔力の供給をできないでいて、セイバーに迷惑をかけていたからだろ。
First of all of this was caused because I couldn't supply you with magical energy.
でも、それもこれで解決した。これからはちゃんと魔力の供給ができる。
But it's settled now. I can supply you with magical energy now.
これで本当に胸を張ってセイバーのマスターだって口にできる。
Yes. I can now proudly say that I am Saber's master.
ですが、シロー。
But, Shiro...
俺の魔術回路のことは気にしなくていいよ。どうせ使わないものみたいだし、むしろない方がすっきりする。
You don't have to worry about my magic circuit. It's something I don't use anyway. I actually feel better now than when I had it.
Saber doesn't look happy. Crap, I don't know what to say now. Saber's healed, and I survived in spite of losing my magic circuit. Saber's magical circuit, and the dream of light and wind, and Saber's youthful days. And on top of that, we spent the night just like that. Calm down. Calm down. This was a ritual for us to survive. I have to calm down. I may make a mistake in the oncoming fight like this. Her breathing pauses, and she lets out a voice. It seems Tosaka woke up.
おはようございます、リン。
Good morning, Green.
よう、トサカ。おはよ
う。Yo. Morning, Tosaka.
Her hair moves, and she raises her head. Tosaka's not a morning person, so she's like a different person right now.
Thank you, Tosaka. ちゃんと成功したぞ。
Thanks, Tosaka. It succeeded.
Oh yeah, morning, Tosaka.
Yep.
私の魔力の補充はできました。ですがその代わりシローに。
Yes, my magical energy is replenished, but Shiro is... Oh god, Berserker is fucked. Berserker has to go against Morning Tosaka. You don't fuck with Morning Tosaka.
But Tosaka said that morning was over.
Then they're finally safe.
いや、亡くなったのは3割ぐらいだと思うから大丈夫。これくらいならなんとか。
No, I only lost about 3/10 of it, so it's fine. I should be alright.
3割ですか。
3/10?
なんとか最初にとどめたというのに、それでも3割とは。我がことながら、なんと強欲な。
Or 3/10? I minimized how much I took, but I still took 3/10? How greedy of me.
強欲か。そうだな。腹ペコだったにしても、もう少し行儀よくしてほしかったな。
Greedy, huh? I know you were hungry. I wish you would have shown some manners.
The awkward mood disappears since Tosaka joined in. Now we're really back to normal.
そう、じゃあいいわね。
I see then. Let's go. Tosaka yawns once and stands up. Oh, hold on a second. The fake yawn triggered a real one. The battle is near. Berserker and Iliasfiel are waiting on the other side of the silent forest. We'll lose many significant things we exchanged last night unless we break through that hurricane of death. The connection with Saber created in my heart. To protect it, we have to defeat the strongest enemy. Is this a good place to stop?
Yes. Well, let's... let me just check how long the interlude is.
Yeah, the Fate route has been fucking great ever since Shinji called us. Definitely.
Yeah.
It just picked up and it stayed up.
Nope, that's unlimited blade works. Hang on. We can probably get through this interlude real quick.
Alright, let's do it. In the battle between the two ends. Oh no, Archer. Is this it? They killed and exterminated each other with all their might. And it ended with the annihilation of the Red Knight. The gorgeous hall is completely transformed. Oh, did he still win? The floor is cracked in numerous places. Many walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed, and the smashed marble is scattered in the wind. The space has been completely destroyed, leaving no trace of its former beauty. You could say it has also destroyed time. Because the remains of destruction hide what the place looked like just 2 hours ago. In the middle of the destruction stands a suitable sculpture. It stands over 2 meters tall, looking like a figure of a man carved out of a large stone. It doesn't even need to be said. It was Eliasfield's servant, Berserker. The giant does not move. His body is dyed in red and filled with holes. There's no place in the giant's body that is not wounded. First, both his legs are almost melted. Second, there is a mark of a cut on his neck. Third, his arm is barely hanging from his elbow. Fourth, he is slashed from his shoulder to his groin. Fifth, a large amount of blood is gushing out of his chest. Sixth, his internal organs can be seen at his stomach. Berserker does not move. It is only natural. It is a corpse, no matter how one looks at it. He still won! The battle itself has ended much earlier. But Berserker's master has forgotten to act, as this result is too surprising and unexpected. She has to pursue her prey, but she is still only looking at the scene in astonishment. I can't believe it. Who was he? She murmurs angrily. The battle that took place here was nothing but humiliation for her. Her servant was the most powerful. There should be only one or two servants able to match Heracles, the most famous of all heroic spirits. But Archer, a heroic spirit of unknown identity, had defeated him. That Red Knight had matched Berserker equally, and had succeeded in killing Berserker. Something no one had been able to do before. Such actions cannot be forgiven.
I mean, when she recognizes him? Sorry.
For her, this is like being stabbed in the heart by a bug on the roadside. The pride of a girl who considers herself the strongest cannot allow for her to be cornered by someone who should be stepped on, begging for sympathy. Jeez, that pisses me off! Getting defeated 6 times? You weren't going easy on him, were you? The sculpture does not answer. It might be unable to afford an answer. Perhaps it does not see a need for one. Berserker just stands there and devotes himself to healing his wounds. This battle was too strange for him as well. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. No attack can affect his body unless it is of the highest grade. So he rarely takes wounds. In the Age of Gods, no one could scratch him after he had accomplished his great deeds. But still, all 6 times. Archer delivered a fatal blow 6 times. It does not need to be said that every one of the attacks was by a different method. Even the greatest attacks cannot be effective on Berserker twice. If one seeks strangeness, this is the strange part. If Archer is a hero with such varied abilities, His true identity should have been cleared. Or clear. But his true identity remains still remained unknown, even after his body was pulverized. What was really surprising was his way of being, contradictory to that of a servant. A dim light grows in Berserker's eyes. If he had been summoned as a normal servant, he would have grieved that this battle deserved better. No matter who he really was, Archer was a rare, great enemy. If he had not been mad, he could have matched sword techniques with Archer to his heart's content and passed a satisfying time. He won't forgive them. I will never forgive them. How could they insult me so? His master's voice echoes. With that, the small light of rationality vanishes. He is only a berserker now. His role is to defeat his opponents and to crush them as his master pleases. Have you been healed, Berserker? He does not even need to answer. Wounds that are not fatal will be fully healed within a few minutes. But restoring everything would take 3 days. I can't wait that long. It's fine. We're going to kill them right now. The giant silently objects. It is his instinct. Berserker has an intuition like sabers when it comes to fighting. The enemies can certainly be mowed away easily. But it'll be a different story if the servant Saber has recovered enough to use her noble phantasm. Berserker will not yield to a mere holy sword, but there is a small chance. His instincts tell him that if he is to fight that servant, he should engage her in perfect condition. What? 5 should be enough, right? They're no match for you, even without the hand of God.
The God hand.
For what? Are you going to let them go after they made fun of me so much?
Oh, that's the one they changed for the better.
Huh? Oh, I think
I mean, like, Ilya's fucked, but, like...
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So it was like that fucked.
I'll send a screenshot from the archive here.
Oh god. Again, I think I know what it is. But yeah, send that. Right. I won't let anyone escape my forest. Yeah, I'll give you Reen and Saber. Kill them, or toy with them. You can do whatever you want with them.
Someone who wasn't even famous enough to recognize. Just fucked up Heracles.
Jeez, yeah, that's more or less what I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, that needs to be deleted. The girl jumps down from the stairs. Yeah, Ilya's like in second position, that fucker status. I guess she is that fucker now. Given that the previous
you keep
one
what
is
you
dead.
kill.
Yep. It's something that's stolen. Her last words to Shinji: "I'm that fucker now." Through the rubble, she walks to the exit without a care for the bloody berserker. In that moment, the girl stops, once as if remembering something.
さあ、狩りを始めましょう、バーサーカー。
Then let's start the hunt, berserker.
だけど、セイバーのマスターは簡単に殺しちゃダメだよ。
But you can't kill Saber's master quickly, okay?
シローには一番ひどい死に方をさせてあげるんだから。
I'm going to kill Shiro in the worst way possible. Smiling, the girl leaves the castle.
Yeah, she's just got a nice little innocent smile and she's talking cutely.
The sun should come up
Totally stable.
soon. The cute myrtle, yep. The forest is like her yard. No matter where her prey are hiding, it should be no problem for her to find them. As her targets, they only have a few minutes of her remaining life. Yeah, I definitely see what they're talking about, how Elia's overconfidence is going to get her killed.
Yup.
She's just bringing a half-dead berserker with her. Alright.
And that's... We probably want to go forward a little bit before saving, because it won't let you save until... Yeah, they're right there.
Yep, save. Alright, what do we call this? Pendragon?
Sure.
Pendragon. Alright. God, that was so good. Pendragon. Oh, this is all just so good.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the anime scene.
I just, like... I can't find the original version so specifically, so we'll go with this one.
How long is it? It's 2 minutes, right?
It's 2 minutes. And do you just want to, like, pop it up onto the screen, or?
Do you think it'll be a content ID issue?
Oh, it might be, actually.
Especially
So,
since Twitch is cracking down.
yeah.
And the YouTubes will almost certainly crack down.
I mean, it's from a YouTube video, so...
I mean more like on the monetization side, which isn't a factor yet, but...
Yeah, yeah.
It should be okay, but I'm more worried about Twitch's recent crackdown.
Yeah.
The music
Alright, well,
specifically.
how about we start off next time with it?
Yeah, we'll do that. Just like we did with that opening.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Alright, and yeah, I'd just like to start by saying if you're watching the VODs or watching the YouTube videos, dropping a subscription or follow would help us out a lot. And also, for the YouTube peeps, just like button and hit the bell on the side too. I'm a YouTuber now.
but you didn't say the YouTube words in the YouTube order.
Like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to hit
Thanks
the little...
for watching.
No, no, no. Big map pad energy. But hey,
Apologies.
that's just a theory.
A magical theory.
Thanks for watching.
Anyway, apologies. Go on.
Where can they find you, Manocule?
Hey, what's up? I'm Manicule. I do streams on my channel, which is appropriately twitch.tv/Manicule. The only thing that's set in stone right now is that I stream D&D Tuesdays and Saturdays. A Saturday game is pretty fun. I've been told that the Tuesday game that I DM is pretty good too.
Oh my god, it was so good.
If you especially want to watch the last 2 episodes,
Especially the
you
last
can just
episode.
know that just go in knowing Tinder's player knew. No one else knew. I was streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m., but I can't be awake at that time, so I'm gonna find another time to stream, and I'll get back at y'all with it later. No, I didn't say y'all. Fuck you. I don't live in Missouri.
You
Fuck
did.
you.
You
No.
did. It's on stream
Fuck.
forever. I'm a clip it.
Ah. Okay. Anyway, the Saturday game, which is also really good, is DM'd by this guy right above me in the Discord.
Me.
Throwing it back to you.
Yeah, I'm Arukana. You can find me here. And yeah, on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I think we'll get all the days this week. We do this stream here. Obviously, it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait what's to come next. We have to fight a murder lolly next. With a half-dead berserker. And I need to do other streams. I'll probably get to them eventually. And then you can also see like art and stuff I do on my Twitter as well, which should be right down below. I don't know how the new Twitch layout works. But it's twitter.com/artsarukana. And yeah, who are we gonna raid? Lanny's streaming. Yeah, we'll raid Lanny.
Alright.
Don't forget the raid message.
What is the raid message?
Uwu, what's nice?
So that's our team raid message.
Mhm.
Got it. Yeah. Obviously, as well. Thanks for watching. But genuinely,
Definitely.
and not like a game theory reference this time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And also, yeah, just take like the referred part of the URL for the raid.
Yep.
Onward.